Good afternoon, everybody. Joe from Joe's Golden Garage. Got a little update video on the 2015 Lexus GX 460. This is my aunt's, the same one that owns the Expedition. She got this car in 2015. I have done a video on this one maybe a year ago or first of this year. So this will just be a little update video, but I helped her husband find this car for her, slightly used. We found it from a nice couple that owned some dry cleaners. They were, what were they? I think they were from Asia. Yeah. So they were very particular with the car. It still had plastic on the rear seats and on the floor mats. And it had 1,000 miles on it, I believe. And they sold it to us. They owned it outright, which was, you know, that's kind of unusual for such an expensive car. But they made us a good deal on it, and he bought it from my aunt for Christmas in 2015. So, anyway, it doesn't get driven a whole lot. Like I said, I've done a video on it already, and I came back from the beach with my mom and my aunt in it back in April, and man, it's just, these things are such great SUVs. They're a little pricey, but the used ones are, you know, coming down. You can get like a 2010, 11, 12, 13 that has this basic body style, but not the corporate Lexus grille and nose. The 2010 through the 12s or 13s have more of a flat nose, standard grille, and flat headlights. I personally like that look better than this. I'm not a big fan of this, but that's just my personal opinion. You can get one for 20 grand, 20 to 25, depending on the mileage. This one has the premium package, which includes navigation, heated and cooled seats. It's got the keyless go entry. Let's do a little cold start. 4.6 V8. Fires right up, comes to life. As you can see, only 12,477 miles. Next oil change is due, what's today? I think it's already due. I think it was due a while back. Is today the 22nd? God, this month is over. And as you can see, we are nowhere near the mileage compared to the date. This car does not get driven. My aunt, she is a meticulous person. Her home is meticulous. Her cars are meticulous. And, you know, she's retired, and she just, you know, she's just real funny. She's in there cleaning her house right now, and it doesn't even need to be cleaned. I was like, what are you cleaning for? It's not even dirty in here. Oh, let's fold out our mirrors. I forgot. Fold them in to squeeze in the little one-car portal there on the garage. I think these are some of the most well put together, smooth, quiet, pretty comfortable. The seats are hard, especially the seat bottom where your ass is very hard. And when we were coming back from Panama City back in April of this year, I rode right back there in the back seat. Had plenty of leg room and everything, but my tailbone and my back was hurting me so bad by the time we got back here from Panama City, Florida. I had to take pain medication to make it go away. And my mom, actually, she's suffering with some back issues herself, and that seat there was too hard for her. She was sitting on a pillow the last half of the trip home. So these seat bottoms are very hard. There is not a lot of cushion there, but some people may like that. Some people may not like that. But that is probably the only gripe. I think if I was driving this car on a long trip, I think I would be comfortable as the driver. I don't think I would suffer as much fatigue as I was in the back seat, shoehorned in with a bunch of, you know, stuff coming home from the beach, including furnishings for the living room and lots of pillows. So, but anyway, back to the drivability and the car itself. This is a phenomenal car. It still smells like brand new. It's still as tight as brand new. Oh man, dead groundhog. Or beaver or something. I mean, it just feels like a brand spanking new Lexus. That's exactly what this car feels like. Yeah, it's only got 12,000 miles. Holy crap, look at that Land Rover. But you know, it has no miles on it, but it's almost 5 years old, and you know, it still feels like a new GX. And I don't know if a 2019 GX is any different than this 15. Maybe there's been some updates here to infotainment and such. I'm not real sure. But we're going to go up here and get us a little 0 to 60 real quick. And which I've done that before as well. But we'll get a little updated run. And I can already tell you she's pretty spry. Great driving position. Nice and high, great commanding view of the road. It reminds me of my Mitsubishi Montero Limited. Not the Montero Sport, that was such a big piece of garbage, but the big fat Montero that ran from 2001 to 2006. That's the kind of commanding view I feel in this vehicle. Okay, I'm at my favorite little 0 to 60, 0 to 70 spot. There's a lot of traffic though right now at the moment, so I'm just having to wait my turn. Okay, here we go, to the floor. Don't disappoint, because I got to get over. Pretty strong for a big, heavy SUV. Man, I think that was about 80. But I had that Nissan Altima I was trying to get ahead of so I could get over here. Okay, to the floor. Whoa. Except keep it in the road. Wow. She's got guts. Got guts for a big old SUV. That 4.6 V8 is so smooth, just buttery smooth, and just transmission, you can't even feel the shifts. They're so well dampened. It's quiet, it's easy to drive. You know, it just doesn't feel like the rugged SUV that it is. And that's what's so great about these GX 460s and the old 470, the original, the 03 through 09. I go to auction and I've tried to buy one. I can't buy one. They're so damn expensive. I had a chance to buy, I think it was about an 2004 model, had 405,000 miles. Still in great running condition. The leather interior was trashed, but it was still running, sounded good, ran good, and it still brought over $4,000 when it rolled through the auction. Now, I can buy a Toyota Land Cruiser or a Lexus LX 470 for that kind of money with that kind of miles for less. I mean, I bought my 2001 Land Cruiser that had 220,000 miles. Only paid $4 for it, and it was perfection. Those things don't even get started good until they hit 200K. But these GXs, man, they're hard to beat. They're just awesome, solid, sturdy vehicles. And, you know, it's got a third row back there. You can pile a bunch of people in here. I think it does like premium gas pretty good. But, hey, if you're buying something like this, gas is not at the top of your priority list. I know it wouldn't be for me. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Just wanted to do a quick little drive and update. I'm not going to sit here and press buttons and show you this and that. I mean, if you're watching this video and looking at it, you know what the heck this thing is and what it can do. I do wish I knew how many gears that transmission was. Let's see if we can see. Is it a 5-speed? Maybe just be a 5-speed automatic, but I bet it's a 6-speed. Yeah, so there you have it. Pretty simple stuff. And just a great fine machine. Y'all have a good one. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Hit the like button, hit the dislike button. Just hit something. Have a great day. This thing is sporting Bridgestone Jewelers. Good tread left. Hey, it's only got 12,000 miles. Yeah, probably about time for a rotation. And definitely time for a bath. Dirty car. Yep, got your AC controls and heated seats for back here. Got the nice little rubber Lexus floor mats, which are nice. And the third row just folds flat in the back. I like this color. It's like a chocolate color. And I know I've showed this before, but I just love the like the clamshell type opening rear door. I just think that's so handy. Even though if you were parallel parked, it'd be a bitch to get open. Car behind you. I also like how the rear wiper is recessed up there in the rear spoiler so you can't see it. It's kind of cool. I like these rear tail lights too. Those are awesome.